landed in the water, but
She's very light.
yeah, so they go poop in captivity. They go poop every 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
So you can see her little belly is like really full right now. She looks like a little Buddha. But
don't listen to her.
I know. After she goes, she'll weigh about 7 pounds, maybe about going on 8 pounds now.
Yeah.
After she goes poop, so that's when we do a before and after. But they lose about a third of their body weight once they poop, which is a lot.
So to put that number in perspective, if I weigh like 200 pounds, 60 pounds going away every week. So every day they're eating 10% of their body weight, and it just takes them a while to digest. And when they're coming out of the tree, they come down in the same spot. And they come down and do their potty dance, like what Tatum was talking about.
Yep.
And the reason they're doing that is when they do the little dance, they're getting the sloth moth up onto their fur, okay? So wild sloths can have between 300 to 600 creatures living in their fur. And that bacteria that they get when they kind of groom themselves and then they touch their mouth again, that's actually how they process their food. So we process our food with enzymes and leptids and peptids. They use a bacterial process. So that's the reason that we have to monitor that fruit, because if they get too much fruit and sugar promote the bacterial growth, so she'd have runny poo.
Yeah.
So we have to monitor that.
You are cute.
So if, like, when she opens her mouth, you might hear like that little squeak sound.
Yeah.
So that's her teeth rubbing together.
Yeah.
And every time sloths open their mouth, their teeth, that's how their teeth stay sharp,
Yeah.
is they're constantly rubbing, but that's that little squeak sound that you hear when she moves her mouth.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Looking around.
Keeping everything
This
out.
is, she's not in here very often. Hi, buddy.
It's just a cat.
Fallon, do you mind tossing those cameras in the corner, just
Yeah.
the stand, so it doesn't look like we're filming a movie here for her photos? Thank you.
Without going into the tank.
Where are you going? You're checking out the couch.
So I might redirect her. She might feel like, let me just go climb around. Hi, baby girl.
Were you chatting with me yesterday on TikTok saying, oh, I'm in Tennessee, I want to come right now?
No.
Because somebody on TikTok was watching it, and they were like, I'm in Tennessee, tell me where it is, I want to book it now. And I was like, well, maybe that was you.
About 6 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Zoe.
Was it that long ago?
Look, there we go. Hi, Zoe.
Yeah, we're just lying in bed, and
Can you do a little video so I can
It's-
Oh, yeah.
like we've been married a long
Okay,
time,
yeah.
so I don't listen to everything she says. And she's talking about this stuff on the, yeah. And then the next day she goes, yeah, I've booked it. What have you booked?
Yeah.
Hi, Zoe.
We, actually, it was funny. One guy, he was just watching, he goes, hi from prison. And then another day we had somebody from Antarctica watching because they're using Starlink and stuff. So I like, and somebody right now, they're like, hey, we're from the UK.
Where are you going? What colours? She says this doesn't smell like my normal bed. Well, you are so cute. Yes, you are. Oh, you're beautiful. Yes. Pretty girl. Don't be biting me. Don't be biting me.
It's all right. You bite her.
I'm trying to got a good video.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to.
So does she eat at the same time that Flash does?
She's every 12 hours. And so I feed her at 9 in the morning and then about between 8 and 9 at night. And she eats a little bit different than Flash because she's still a baby, so she's working up her digestion. I know, she's like, sees stuff. Come here, baby girl.
It's pretty gold bling, I think, all the time. What you doing?
Can we get some spinach?
Oh yeah, we can, yeah.
She's
That's
talking
usually-
about food. Oh, Well, the fridge is open. She said, mission accomplished.
If we, oh, here it is.
They're just like babies, you know, because they're like, oh, I just ate, but maybe 15 minutes later
Yeah,
they just want to gnaw on something.
But that was a little bit ago, so with whichever hand you want, but she, pretty easy, just kind of hold it right in front of her face there, and she'll eat it.
Can't really see where her face is.
I know.
That's how you.
We might be able to kind of get her to come back around this way, well, once she finishes. Come back over here. This way. So that way you can use your right hand.
Stop moving.
I know. Quit teasing me. Just hold still already. Okay, so now here, use your right hand. And then now she kind of knows it's coming from over there. There you go.
You're very sweet. And is spinach her favourite thing?
I don't know if we haven't explored a lot of foods with her yet, just spinach and her, so twice a day she eats brown rice, sweet potato, and a specific pellet mixture, so it's just real soft, kind of mush food.
Yeah.
And then spinach has been her diet so far. So we haven't explored foods outside of that with her yet, but as she gets older, we'll kind of learn what she likes. And
Does Flash have rice as well? Or is
he doesn't do rice. He's just all vegetables and then an occasional fruit. But she definitely likes her spinach.
Good, gorgeous.
Look
So-
up right above your head.
Yeah.
There you go.
I heard that.
There's food.
Ooh.
some
I heard
crunchy
somebody
or
smacking
something.
around.
So where are you guys going to go to after this? Do you fly back home or?
No, we're up to Gatlinburg for a night.
Yeah.
Heads up, tough out here in the barn.
Okay.
And then we go up to Sneedville for 4 nights. I love it there. And then over to
Back to
Nashville
Nashville
for
for
2
a couple of
nights.
days.
And then over to Vegas for a week.
Nice. That'll warm you up in Vegas.
Yeah, last time we went there it was still quite cold though.
Oh yeah, it is kind of high.
The day was good, but night times were cold when I was over there.
There's a town like an hour north from there, and it has a creepy clown museum, clown hotel,
Oh, gosh.
and everything's like clown themed,
nice.
and it's in the middle of nowhere, and it's really high, so it has snow, and you're in the desert, but there's snow and there's clowns, and I was like, I'm not going in there.
No.
But
So are you guys going to Vegas for the NFR?
Not this
Or
year
some-
because Kai's not riding.
Okay.
So Kai was riding last year, and that's the only reason we went last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was injured in the last NFR.
Okay.
He's the boy that got knocked out last year.
I don't keep up with it.
So last year there was in about night number 6, Kai was knocked out in the arena.
And
he
what is his?
He does bull riding.
Bull riding. Okay.
Yeah. So he got knocked out, and then
Absolute madness.
Yeah.
and then he had to go to hospital for the night.
Mhm.
And then the next morning, he was a pretty good chance to win. And
Mhm.
if he didn't ride, he would have lost his average or something like that.
Yeah.
So they said he had to ride 2 rides that next night to make up for the knocked out ride.
Mhm.
And then he went out of hospital that morning, and they said, no, you've got to go out this morning and do one. So he had to quickly race out and do one. And he did really well with that one. And then that night he rode again. So you're not ready for it.
I was like,
Sorry,
"Mm."
was I rushing you? Sorry, sweet pea. Do you want it?
Well, looks like we're all done.
Cuddles?
I know when she's done, she's done. She's like, no.
You are so sweet. Aw. Yeah, so he ended up winning the whole competition, which is good. We
Oh,
were there
good.
last night when he got his buckle presented and that.
Aw.
Still not invited.
So.
oh man,
He didn't know Kai though, so his mum Sherelle and I used to work together,
Mhm.
and Kai and my daughter went to school together. He was a year older, but every afternoon we'd finish work and they'd be fighting. Him and Gabby would be fighting over who had the biggest piece of chocolate slice or the best computer chair. And
Yeah.
so yeah, it was really nice that we were there to see him
Oh,
win his
yeah,
thing.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, you are cute. She says, I'm tired now. I got a full belly.
That was so much work eating all that spinach.
Yeah, you're a sweet little girl, aren't you? Yes, you are a sweet girl. You could probably fit in my suitcase to come home. Or we could ditch his seat and you could have that on the plane. Oh, she's just so beautiful. Between Morgan Wallen coming out of the Jelly Roll concert the other night in Nashville and this, you've really made my trip, you two.
Aw.
How long is the flight from Queensland, I guess, up to LA?
We went to
First leg,
Dallas Fort Worth we flew into.
Oh, okay.
That was a lazy 16 hours.
Oh, there you go.
I sleep, so it doesn't really work.
You can sleep that whole time?
Most of it.
Oh, I wish.
It's straight from Australia to here?
To Dallas.
To Dallas.
Go to Dallas,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
from US to Australia is
Yeah.
straight.
And then we went from Dallas. We had a 3-hour break in Dallas and over to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes,
And as much as I'm whinging about the cold here, when we were in New York, we went on the harbour tour down to.
That's gonna be a lot colder.
is that your
And the wind.
Just not dressed for it,
Yeah.
and you needed to be outside the boat to see the statue properly, and then that night we went to the Empire State Building, which was great until we stepped outside, because it must have been, if it wasn't, it was just ridiculous wind up there.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if it wasn't 100-kilometre winds, which is 60 mile an hour winds, I'd be surprised.
Blow you over.
Go to sleep.
Some people want to know if you're Aussies or Kiwis. I already know.
Aussies.
Yeah,
Aussies,
that's what I told them. But
Yep.
We only acknowledge the New Zealanders when there's someone successful.
I will take that one.
Yeah, because there's like Australia is just full of Kiwis.
yeah.
And they come over and like Russell Crowe, the actor. Yeah, everyone claimed him as an Australian, and then
But he's a
all of a
Kiwi.
sudden we found out he's a New Zealander.
Imposter.
Oh, no one mentions that. we
funny.
only count them as Aussies when they're from New Zealand.
Yeah.
So.
I always have to laugh, like on Facebook there's groups, you know, like travel to Australia and blah blah stuff like that. And so I posted in there that I'm outdoorsy and I love being around animals and all that stuff, and I would like to come to Australia one time. And of course everybody's like, oh, watch out for the drop bears.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, got it, thanks.
The drop bears and hoop snakes.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
Yeah,
the
hoop
snakes.
snakes. Yeah. Yeah, they turn into hoops and roll down the hill to jump on you.
Sounds like going snipe hunting up here.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want, you can feel she has her little ears are just right here. So just real gently, you can kind of like use your hand like this, like a cup, and you can use your fingertips, and you can feel that little bump there on the side. And they're shaped like our ears, a little flappy, like that. And
She said, I'm tired now.
yeah, that's the best time when she's tired like that, to kind of get a little sneak feel on her ears.
Sweet girl. Her little nose is so cute.
Flash is up here just taking a nap.
Just chilling.
That's his sleep mode. A little ball.
It's funny how their fur grows as well, their hair grows.
It
like-
looks wiry, but
Yeah.
it is
No,
soft.
no,
Yeah.
it's kind of soft. And she sort of, with her little back feet, she sort of grips. It's really cute.
Yeah.
So, you want me to come back and get you tomorrow? I'm sure they can find some stuff for you to do already.
Yeah. Oh, we'll put you to work. We got stuff. There's always stuff.
In the wagon, that back window, granted it's cold right now, but in the afternoon you can unzip it so that way it's still closed, but you can look out the back.
Okay.
Yeah, so then that way you can see the zebras and stuff go around.
Yeah. When we were walking back from the toilet last night, Pedro had the torch, and I said, "There's something there," and it turned it was like, oh, emus, like.
Emus. They're just everywhere.
See, you guys say it funny too. Say it again.
Emu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to say it?
Emu.
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 Yeah.
Long.
And what do I say?
Emus.
Emu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
okay.
emu.
Emu.
But years ago, I was working in a furniture store, and the truck driver called up and he says, "I've got to do a delivery in Emu Street. Do you know where it is?"
What are you saying?
I know the area you're in, and I said, "I don't know
And they're
what
all
you're talking."
bird names, this area.
And I said, "Can you spell it for me?" And I said, "It's emu."
That's funny. So this little poof on her little rear end here, so that's just her little cowlick of her hair, but it's two-toed sloths don't have a tail.
Yeah.
So it's just her little poof. And his hair is so long, he doesn't really have that.
Yeah.
And her hair will get longer, but for now she's got a cute little, looks like a little bunny tail poof.
And how long have you had her for?
They got her at what age?
Yeah, so she's been here for about 4 or 5 months. Yeah.
And we're getting a new baby this month. Another
Mhm.
new
Oh, wow, that's
baby
exciting.
sloth.
How do you name them?
Typically Donna or John, the property owners, name them, but every now and then somebody else will name them. But I would say with the sloths, it's probably going to be Donna that's going to be naming it because she did always name them.
Yeah, a lot of times we do like a contest on social media and kind of list other names. I kind of wanted Sid, but Sid's
Yeah.
portrayed kind of dumb, and John was worried that people think they were dumb. But I was like, everybody knows Sid the sloth.
Yeah.
We go through a similar process at our home with all the animals we've had over the years, and we'd all put forward what we think,
Yeah.
and then our daughter would tell us what it is.
Yeah.
And
We drove back from Brisbane with a kitten, and that's like a 12-hour drive.
Mm.
And she really wanted this cat, so we brought it home, and then we decided its name was going to be Sam. And then we explained, she was little, she's about 2.5, explained what a boat was, and you know, we all had a chance to have a boat, and whatever the most number it was, that's what the cat was going to be named. And we voted for its name was going to be Charlie. It was 4-1 that it was Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so Gab, you understand that the cat's name is Charlie? Yep. You can call it what you want, but I'm calling it Sam. So, and okay, so Gab, you understand that the cat's name is Charlie? Yep. You can call it what you want, but I'm calling it Sam. So after 4 days of this cat being called Sam by her, it wouldn't answer to Charlie.
Yeah.
So yeah.
didn't answer to Sam either.
Yeah. She thought it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, find a cat that can answer, you're doing well.
Right.
Yeah, everybody asks me when they see my bird, they're like, "Can you do any tricks?" And I'm like, "Good luck," because he's like a cat. He just kind of does whatever he wants,
Yeah.
and I let him be a bird. And
Yeah.
I'm like, nope. The only thing he's picked up from me after 16 years of having him is good boy,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Oh, okay.
So he's not a big talker.
Were you giving him as a gift?
I adopted him so the lady that raised him, the story is she hatched him from an egg and raised him for 22 years. And then she passed away, and the family, it's like, we don't want this bird. And I had made a post online on Craigslist, a website that we use here for like buying and selling stuff. And the family that had him responded to my post and said, "Hey, we have this cockatoo, do you want to come meet him?" And everything I read online was like, don't get a cockatoo. Worst birds ever, because they're very demanding and things like that. And so I'm like, well, Fallon, don't judge, just go meet him. You never know. So I go to meet him, I walk in their living room, and he just flies across the living room and lands right on my shoulder and was with me the rest of the time. And so I'm like, well, you're going home with me. And we've been together ever since.
Yeah.
That-
So it worked out really good.
That cat that we got in Brisbane, the reason they'd asked if we could have one of these kittens, and I just put a line through it. Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
I had to sleep on the floor, and this thing's climbed up on my back and had to sleep on my back.
Mm.
We bonded. I couldn't
Oh.
leave the cat behind.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Aw.
That was back when I could sleep on my belly.
All right. Any last pictures or videos that you want? If you guys want to get both of you in here, do you want to sit
You want
here?
to stand behind me? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to unlock your phone again so I can get that. I know it looks like I'm super close, but
No, you're right.
and then I'm gonna try and get one where she's. Hi, Zoe. There we go. Good job.
Smile.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay, good.
Thank you.
You did good.
Flash is a proper movie star. He's following all the cues.
I know. Oh, I should have done that.
Flash is a proper movie star. He's following all the cues.
I know. Oh, I should have done that with him in there. I didn't get a picture with. Okay, sit back down. We gotta redo that. I just thought of that. I was like, oh, Flash is right there. I forget.
The lock again?
Yeah. Well, I locked the screen, so it's.